have the last presentation, Mr. Muluneh Ayalew, representative of the Ethiopian National Bank of Ethiopia, to give us his 5 minutes.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and all distinguished participants here. Today, I would like to briefly talk about the financial sector and resource mobilization in Ethiopia. And the financial sector in Ethiopia comprises of banks, insurers, microfinance institutions, and the capital goods financing companies. Coming to the banks, the number of banks is 18 so this time, of which 16 are privately owned, and the remaining 2 are owned by the government. During the last fiscal year alone, 494 new bank branches were opened, raising the total number of banks to 3,448. As a result, one branch is serving about 28,000 people on average, and this indicates a significant improvement compared to the situation a few years ago when a single bank branch was serving hundreds of thousands of people. The banking system remained safe and sound, with strong capitalization and asset quality, as well as a very high return on equity. Meanwhile, the number of insurance companies stood at 17, of which 16 are privately owned, and the number of insurance branches had increased to 426 compared to 377 a year ago. There were 35 microfinance institutions operating in the country. These MFIs mobilized for 18.4 billion savings, implying a 24% annual growth. Similarly, their outstanding credit increased and reached 25.2 billion, highlighting their growing role in poverty reduction, as their operations are directed towards low-income groups, both in rural and urban areas. At the same time, there are 5 leasing companies operating in Ethiopia, financing capital goods. The other good thing here is that foreign investors are allowed to engage in capital goods financing business. All the indicators of the financial system reveal the success of NB's policies and strategies for a stable and accessible financial system. As of June 30, 2016, outstanding credit of the banking system in Ethiopia has reached 452.7 billion. Coming to its sectoral distribution, over 65% was consumed by agriculture, industry, and pertinent infrastructures in power and transport services. Several mechanisms are put in place in order to support mobilization of adequate finance for investment in key economic sectors like agriculture and industry. Commercial banks are expanding their branches and introducing new technology-based financial services in order to enhance their deposit mobilization activities. During the second Growth and Transformation Plan, commercial banks are expected to witness a 25% annual expansion in their number of branches. During the first Growth and Transformation Plan, Public Servants Social Security Agency was restructured and a corresponding agency was established for private sector employees. This has significantly helped to enhance domestic saving in Ethiopia. Domestic saving to GDP ratio has reached 21.8% in 2014-15. That is threefold of its ratio some few years ago. From the financial saving perspective, banks have continued to rigorously work on deposit mobilization. In June 2016, the Ethiopian banking system has managed to mobilize deposits to the tune of 438 billion. That's about 20% up from last year. At the same time, NB is committed to maintain real interest rates that could enhance saving mobilization and investment. I hope this brief presentation has conveyed to you basic information that you may need on Ethiopia's financial sector and resource mobilization. Should you have any questions or comments,